Have you considered using virtual assistants in your business? Stay with me and I'll show you how I can increase the efficiency in your business by over 200% and save your salary costs by up to 70%. I'm Adam Hooley and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button underneath. And also, I'm going to give you a free download for watching this, and it's going to be a series of documents that's going to help you better understand why and how to outsource your team. So one of the things I wanted to walk you through today is why you should find a strategic outsource partner to do your virtual outsourcing. And that's very important when you're implementing an outsourcing team. So what I want to do is share with you quickly a diagram that's going to better explain how outsourcing works. And that'll give you a better understanding on what you are outsourcing and how much work you need to do. So let me just bring up this diagram here for you. So this diagram, you'll see it's kind of in two sections. It has a left-hand section, which is your office. And you'll see that's very small and that's deliberate because there's very little work for you to do once you get momentum in outsourcing your team. There are some setup, some implementation that we need to do. And again, choosing the right outsourcing partner will allow you to work very closely with them on setting up those processes and making sure you're ready to employ your first outsourced team member. So part of that implementation process is actually selecting the areas that you're wanting to outsource, putting processes around those particular areas, and then identifying the team member that you want to employ to do those particular tasks. So let's move across to the right-hand side of this diagram, and you'll see it's a much bigger area, the virtual outsourcing area, the Hooley Virtual Staffing area. So on the right hand, the far right hand side is the offshore team. Now that's the Hooley Virtual Offshore team, not yours. And these are all the things we do for you as your strategic outsource partner. So once you're ready to employ your team member, then we will actually advertise for that team member and we will do all the initial interviews and shortlist that down to the people that we think are right for your business. Now remember, you're employing these people, not us. So we will introduce you in the final steps to come in by video call and do the final interviews for these team members to make sure they're right for your business. Once we've finished that, we'll then employ them and induct them and put them into our business and look after all the HR side of actually employing a team member. We'll pay their salary, we'll pay their taxes, and we'll actually supervise them to make sure they turn up to work each day and do their job. We'll also do performance management. So if you're actually having problems with the team member and they're not performing to your expectations, we'll look after the performance management side and getting them back on track. We'll also supply them with all their desks and technology. So we'll give them a desk and a chair, obviously, and the computer and telephone, printer scanner, all the things that they need to do their job. Unless it's specific to your business, they will have them supplied as part of our package as your virtual partner. If you have a look now at the middle one, the offshore process. So this is your particular team that you're employing in the offshore. So they're going to adhere to the processes that you've defined for your business. They're going to adhere to the communication standards that you require for both you and your customers. They're going to use the business tools that you require as well. So they're the things like AppFolio or Turner or whatever the software programs are that you're using for your business. And of course, they're going to adhere to the tasks that you have defined as well and making sure that every day they're doing the task that's required of them. So again, that's why it's really important to have the right strategic outsource partner, because they can walk you through these processes and look after your offshore team members. This is the question that people often ask themselves when they go to offshore is, how do I employ an offshore team member? And then the actual fact is you don't. We do that for you. So what can I outsource? I think this question is very broad, and basically you can outsource anything you want. I know I've seen in the Philippines all sorts of professional roles: doctors, nurses, engineers, mechanical engineers, computer engineers. I've seen just about everything in the Philippines. So when it comes to a property management business, pretty well anything that you can do from your chair in a property management business can be outsourced to the Philippines. So obviously those outdoor tasks like ingoing condition reports and outgoing condition reports, attending evictions, inspecting maintenance, things like that, obviously you can't outsource. But anything else you can can outsource. But what I want to do is kind of share with you a bit of a graph that kind of shows you how to implement things when you're outsourcing. And that'll give you a better understanding on what you can outsource. So this particular diagram, it kind of goes through what we call 3 tranches. And the first tranche is what we call low priority tasks. So this is where you want to get your systems established and get them rolled out and have them working for your team members. So we do this on low risk tasks initially, and this could go over about a 4-month process. And then what we do is we duplicate that process again and again, and then we introduce higher priority tasks. So you'll see the second tranche is about then taking on medium priority tasks, more skilled tasks, and introducing those into your business. And then you'll see the third tranche is about now highly skilled tasks or high priority tasks, which potentially all your senior property managers are doing, and now offshoring those into the systems and processes that you have set up and now have provenly working. So the question, what can I outsource, is you can outsource just about anything you like. How you outsource it is very important, and following the processes is also very important to ensure you get the most out of your outsourced team. A couple of myths that we did want to bust for you is that one of the things is, can they speak English? And the Philippines, many people don't know, was under US rule for nearly 50 years. And the US had a very strategic military position there right up until 1991. So English is very common in the Philippines, and they all speak it very well. The other thing is, how do I go about working across time zones? And that's the most common question I get asked. It's also the most common feedback I get when I'm talking to people that are using virtual assistants, is they struggle with the time zone difference. So again, this is about choosing the right strategic partner for your business. So when we employ team members, we don't employ them, you employ them. So we make sure we employ them to work your hours. And that's very common in the Philippines. They've been offshoring for many years, and they expect that they'll be working the hours of the business that employ them. So again, that's another myth. And if you hear people saying, you know, we struggle with the time difference, so they haven't chosen the right outsourcing partner and they haven't employed the right people in the Philippines to do their work for them. Why should I outsource? I guess that's another question that many people, and that's entirely up to you. But the 2 biggest things which I mentioned at the start of this video is the increase in efficiency and the saving on salary costs. So we can increase the efficiency in your business by over 200%. And why that is, for 2 reasons, is the Filipino people are very hard workers and they want to work for you and your business to help you achieve your goals. But the second one is even simpler than that, is that a real estate office is conventionally very busy with lots of phone calls and people walking in and lots of distractions. Where what we find in the Philippines is they work very hard and they're isolated from all those distractions in your business, and that simply makes them more efficient team members. So that's all I've got for you today, and I just wanted to walk you through the nuances in outsourcing and offshoring and why it's important to pick a strategic offshoring partner like Hooley Virtual Staffing. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell so you can get notifications on new content coming through. Good luck in setting up your virtual team, and if you need any help, don't forget to reach out to adamhooley.com. Good luck, I'll talk again soon.